So, friends, the announcement, and I won't beat about the bush. The announcement is I'm cutting back Fret Friend for the time being, well, probably forever, because of changes in circumstances and for many other reasons. I went and got myself a job, just this month, and I applied for a job at Royal Mail as a driver, and lo and behold, I got it. It's taken the whole process has taken about a month. The reason I chose Royal Mail, by the way, I was never ever going to go back to work again. I've been starting this business in May this year, full-time self-employed. But to cut a long story short, I'm in this house 7 days a week. My workshop is at home and I'm blessed to have it. And it's such a great blessing to be able to make my hobby into something I can earn money from. But I need to get out. I will go stir crazy. I suffered from severe depression a number of years ago, for many, many years. I was probably severely and suicidally depressed for 10, 12 years of my life. And I got through that, praise the Lord. But being in here 7 days a week has its drawbacks. I'm seeing the same building day in, day out, and I need to get out. And I know I've got my pool on Mondays and Thursday nights, and that's great. And I've got my activities at church, but I thought, you know what? I could do with a nice morning job. Now, I love the mornings. I'm a morning person. I get up, I'm full of energy. If I wake up at 4, I'll be in here at 10 past. It's the way it is. So I thought I could do with a nice morning job. I thought, what would suit a postman? I'd love to be a postman. But I thought I wouldn't mind a bit of driving as well. So I went and looked for a job, and I thought, I'll look at post office, see if there's anything going. And I had a look. I don't think there's anything that day, but I kept looking, and something popped up. Post person with driving, or driver, post person at Royal Mail. So I applied directly to Royal Mail. And I consider this is the first job I've applied for in 21 years. For one reason or another. But anyway, I applied for the job. Didn't hear anything about it. I did the online test. I thought, I knew I did okay. I knew every question I answered in the online test. I thought I've got everyone right, bar the ones I didn't answer. There's 2 I didn't answer. That's because I ran out of time. But I wasn't bothered about running out of time. I didn't want to rush and guess. I don't want to guess and be wrong. I'd rather not answer it because I ran out of time, which is what I did. But anyway, I think a couple of weeks went by and I heard nothing. So I went and checked the job again. It says the job's been filled, the vacancy's been filled. Thought, fair enough. I had to go. Anyway, a day later I got an email. We'd like to come in for an interview. I thought, wow, it's amazing, brilliant. So I went and looked at the interview slots. I picked the very first one available. I thought I'll be the first one in. We'll just get in there, knock them dead, wow them, give them a wow factor, as you do. No, I just wanted an early one. So it was that, booked the interview, took me a suit to the dry cleaners, blah, blah, blah. Went to the interview went brilliant. I thought some things could have gone a little bit better. I thought I could have known a little bit more about the company, which in hindsight I could have done. But anyway, when it came to leaving, I knew I'd done pretty well. But anyway, when it came to leaving, he says, look, if you've got the job, we will call you. You get a telephone call. And it could be an unknown number, so make sure you answer any unknown numbers, which I do anyway, because I gave him a business number. And anyway, a week went by, and I was in the car with the wife, and I says, not heard back from Royal Mail, that's obviously a good sign. So yeah, could be, The next morning, I got a phone call from a lovely woman who was heading the recruitment team. She told me a name, she told me her first name, and I straight away, I thought, this is, this, blah, 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 I remember, so I repeated a thought. I said, you're thinking from blah, blah, blah. She goes, that's right, because I'm ringing to congratulate you, you've got the job, if you want it. Brilliant. So, I've got the job. I'm starting in January. I've got a day's induction, and then I start work the same week. I'm really excited about it, but the thing is, that job is going to be my main line of work. So it means I've got to cut back the hours. But Fret Friend is something I'll now be doing part-time. There are other reasons why I'm drawing this back as well. One, I don't earn enough. I'm lucky. I don't earn £5 an hour. You'd think I'd be earning more, but I had my best month last month, November, and I took in £1,065. Of which £400 is expenses, so I earned £665 last month. That's the best month I've had. That is £150 a week. As decent as that is, and I'm working from home, it's not a living wage. Now, fortunately, my wife has a fantastic job. My wife's wages cover the bills, cover our food needs and everything. So it's not like I really need to be working anything stupid. But the thing is, it's all about filling my time and getting up and having something to do, rather than bitting and bobbing about and having too much time on my hands. I need to be up and active. I love the mornings. I love meeting people, and working for Royal Mail is a perfect job for me. So that's what I've done. I've got a permanent job with Royal Mail. I'm starting in January. Fret Friend, I've been winding back a little bit. I'll be carrying on doing the same level of work. I'll be doing it in my spare time. One thing I won't be doing, I won't be taking jobs on that I shouldn't take on, like the Warmouth neck I took on in September that ended up costing me 3 weeks work. And a lot of money, probably about 6. I had to end up buying. I mean, it happened that a tool let me down, so I had to end up buying a load of new tools anyway. But that was a bad month for me, September. It cost me about 2,000 quid. You know, so I earned nothing September. I've earned nothing this month until today. I've done my first paying job today. I got 75 quid set up I've done today. That's the first money I've taken in December. So it's not there all the time. I don't begrudge it. I'm not complaining. You know, I've got a fantastic life. I work from home. My hobby is my job. It's just sometimes there's a lot of competition out there. I cover Leicester to Rotherham, Sheffield, out to Newark, Grantham, all those areas. But there are lots of new techs appeared in these areas, and they're going to get work. And where I'm situated between Nottingham and Mansfield, it's not an ideal place. My work may be up there with the best, but the thing is, there's a lot of competition, and a lot of punters looking for guitar techs don't really know. You know, we're taking a chance when they go. I'm not saying anyone's worse than me or I'm better than anyone else. What I'm saying is there's a lot of competition, and that's fine. It's healthy, and the cream will rise to the top. You know, so you will get found out. It's just more to do with my wife and I want to buy a house. I've never owned a house, and if we're both working full time, we can afford to go buy a house next year. We can put a big fat deposit down, put a 10% mortgage. We can go and get ourselves a nice house for around about 200,000 quid with 20 grand down. You know what I mean? And we'll be creaming it. That's exactly what I want to do. So the reason I look for a job mainly is that. So I'm going to continue doing the work. I'll be a little bit more particular about the jobs I take on. If it's not worth doing, I'm not going to do it. That's it. But you're going to get the same level. I'll still be taking jobs on. So bring your Harley Bentons in, bring your Squires in, bring your no-name guitars in. It doesn't matter. I will work on it. It just means I'm going to restructure my time a little bit better. So Fret Friends, that is it. That is my announcement. Fret Friend is just winding back a little. We're not finishing. You know, this is my love. It's my passion. It's what I want to be doing. But anyway, that's it. The announcement is over. So until next time, I'll just remind you of my website, facebook.com/ng17. That's facebook.com/NGONESEVEN. I'm Victor Kroll. I am your Fret Friend. Have a great Christmas if I don't see you before. Have an even better New Year. But until next time, as always, God bless you. Be good to each other. And I'll see you next time.